Okay, so welcome to Malign Lake. This isn't going to be like the normal videos. It's going to be kind of a more sitting, chatting with you guys kind of video while I stare off into the abyss. And the reason I wasn't planning on making a video, because I only brought my Nikon with me, which is why the audio might be a little bit crap. Because that's all I'm just using the onboard microphone, and I also don't know how long I'll be able to make this video, because the battery just dropped down to not quite full, so I don't know how much time I'll have left. But I wanted to talk about kind of this trip, and I've been doing a lot of thinking while I was out. The trail I did earlier today to Jakku Lake, that was the same length as, if you guys remember back the winter of last year. No, I don't know, in November of 2018, I think it was, when I walked up to Moraine Lake. That was the same distance as going to that lake in the last video, except that going to the lake, there was a lot more ups and downs and rough terrain, so it explains why I'm feeling it quite a bit. And so I decided to come out to Malign Lake tonight rather than tomorrow morning like I had originally planned, because I wanted to make sure that I do get a good night's sleep tonight. So I'm gonna hang out here till close to sunset, head back, and then sleep through the night and not really worry about sunrise tomorrow morning. There's only one more place in Jasper that I'd planned to visit, which is Pyramid Lake, and so I'm gonna hit that early tomorrow morning, probably like 7 or 8 in the morning. That way there will be minimal people there and still some half decent light. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have any more plans for this trip. Everything has gone kind of perfectly as planned. Everything is nice and satisfactory. I've gotten to see everything I wanted to see, except for one thing. The main reason I wanted to come out to Malign Lake, as beautiful as it is, the main reason for coming out here is I wanted to see Spirit Island. I've seen it in pictures. It's just been this thing that has been so interesting to me, and one of the absolute main reason I wanted to come out here to see it. And kind of the main reason I did this whole Jasper trip is because I wanted to see that view, that iconic view, but I have no idea where it is. Now everything, when I was looking on Google Maps when I was at home in Calgary, I thought where I kept ending up just accidentally finding that spot. But now that I'm out here, I cannot find it for the life of me. I've been wandering around for about an hour now, and I just have no clue where it is. So I would guess you probably have to take the lake cruise to find it. That's why it's kind of a premiere, or it's kind of a iconic thing out here, because you do have to pay to see it. So which is too bad. I mean, you could bring your own boat out, but anyway. So yeah. It means there's something to come back and see another time. I can go home, find out where it is, if you can get there on foot, if you need to go on the cruise, anything like that. And then it just gives me another reason to come back up to Jasper, which is good. And so yeah, to make this video a little bit more interesting, I will put in some photography just later on. We're still a little ways from sunset, but the atmosphere and the mood is all quite nice right now. It's quite calm. There's just enough wind to make soft ripples on the lake, so not expecting any really good reflections. But other than that, yeah, the smoke is still pretty strong too, actually. So a lot of the peaks in the distance are quite hazy, to the point where you can't actually see a lot of detail in them at all. And yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of keep wandering around here. Now I gotta run back to my truck and grab a new battery for the Nikon. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. Like I said, this trip has gone very well. I'm very glad that I came up here for only a few days, just to kind of get an idea of the area, see kind of the iconic locations, and just kind of, I don't know, experience something new. I know I have been here before in my life, so I guess it's not brand new, but I don't remember ever coming up here when I was a kid. So it's cool to experience it as an adult, and there's just something different about doing these things by yourself, that you're more attentive, you're more focused. The fact that I'm an adult now and I'm driving my own vehicle and all of that, I'm really paying attention to the scenery, which is just great. great. That's the best part about kind of doing all this stuff solo is it's almost like being on drugs. Your senses are all heightened. You're more focused on everything because you're alone, because you have to rely on yourself. So I would highly suggest. Oh, so many mosquitoes this time of year. But yeah, I would highly suggest if you guys don't do a whole lot of stuff solo, just go for a nice long hike by yourself. It gives you a lot of time to think. It's a very interesting experience and something I've quite grown to love over these past few months. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. It's just wanted to sit down and talk for a little bit. So it's gonna be, feel free to dislike the video if you don't like seeing me just sit and talk. But I hope you guys do understand that I am quite tired and I just didn't have the energy to kind of run around and make the normal, exciting, fast-paced or faster-paced video that I normally do. And I mean, yeah, I really just wanted to kind of sit down and reflect on this trip and enjoy the views right now, because it is beautiful out.